welcome back everybody to my channel. Today I'm going to cover a topic that is really close to home and I have personal experiences with it, and that is, should you go pursue education after your bachelor's? So that's either, going for your doctorate, your master's, just any type of large program after you've done those first 4 years, got your bachelor's in whatever field you want to do, and should you pursue school after that? And definitely this depends on if you have a specific job in mind. Let's say you want to be a doctor or a lawyer. Obviously those types of professions require, extra school after your first 4 years, and if that's your goal, makes perfect sense. Go do that. That's awesome. But if you're like me and your 4-year bachelor's degree was in something that you could either, take on further, or you could stay there and, work a corporate job for a while, whatever you want to do. If you're in that position, I find this video will be very helpful to you because I feel like it would be super helpful to me. And yeah, so the first thing I would have to say, I wrote down some notes just so I don't forget anything, because that happens a lot. I film a video and then I'm like, wait, I wanted to say this. So the first thing is it worth it? Yes and no. Yes, like I said, if you have a specific goal in mind, before you're choosing to pursue, higher education, your master's, make sure you know why you're doing it. Just don't do it because you want your master's, because that's how I felt. I want to do it just because I want more education, because if you have more education, you're better. It's that thing society tells us, like, if you have this level, then people should look at you better, or if you have this level, then you'll probably get a raise and move into better positions. And that is definitely true, and that is a valuable part of pursuing your master's. Is it might prepare you better to have different positions in the future, get more opportunities. But at the same time, if you're just pursuing it because you feel like you should, because society tells you you should, I recommend doing more research into what you actually are passionate about and what you actually want to put your money towards, and also your time. I've also figured out that make sure the investment that you're putting into it, make sure it's giving you that equally in return. I know there's a lot of programs, and especially in the humanities sector, a lot of master's programs that frankly don't really teach you anything. You pay $15,000 and you come out learning the exact same stuff that you had with your 4-year degree, and some of the classes, honestly, from experience, are easier than classes you took in high school. Seriously. So you almost feel like you're just paying and playing into this system just for, a piece of paper that said you accomplished this. And that's awesome, because in our society that is valued. But does it really make you feel good? Are you doing it for the right reasons? If you are putting in all this money and effort just for that sheet of paper, that's great. It might give you raises, but will you truly feel like you're doing something, and will you feel like it's worth it? I feel like a lot of times we kind of just get into that cycle, like, okay, I have to do this because that's what, I'm supposed to do, and I should always keep on pushing forward, challenging myself. But are you actually challenging yourself if you're investing, 30 grand into a program that doesn't teach you one thing except you feel semi-accomplished coming out of it because you have a piece of paper? I don't know, that's your choice, but I'm here to just tell you the facts, and that is definitely a real possibility that you might feel once you get a year or a few semesters into your program. Because a lot of programs like to espouse that, oh, you're gonna go on this journey, you're gonna learn all this stuff. But in reality, if what you're learning in your undergrad is slightly akin to what you're going for in your graduate, what if that's an online master's program, whatever that may be, 9 times out of 10, a lot of those classes are actually the same. I have an English undergraduate degree, and I have a graduate degree in, writing and technical communication. 9 times out of 10, my classes I was taking used the same exact book that I used in undergrad. So that just tells you I'm doing the same exact reading, almost same exact assignments that I did in undergrad, but instead I'm paying more, and just to get this, fictitious, oh, look at you did this, you got your degree. And seriously, there are some master's programs that give you that sense of growth. You're diving into a new topic. I feel like when you're looking and researching in science and other stuff like that, you might grow a lot and learn a ton more. Actually, you probably will learn a ton more than you ever would have just in your first 4 years of undergraduate. But I feel like just this forewarning for anybody looking into the humanities, it will be a lot of repeated work. And I'm also making this video not, sob story. I don't like master's programs that I think they're awesome and I really think they can benefit you, but make sure you know why you're taking it. If you're just doing it to get that sheet of paper like a lot of programs are set up to do, maybe that might not be the route for you. If you want to get something truly out of it and whatever you want to get out of it, you want to immediately do that and go into that field and use that to better yourself and others, go for it 100%. If that's your passion, if you find a program that aligns with your passion so much that you're excited to dive into it, look at the coursework, take each class, do your thesis, by all means completely do that. But at the same time, you have to, if that's not what you want to do and you're just kind of looking for a master's program just to get it, figure out why, because I know a lot of people get their master's programs to get promotions. You know, you find yourself in a job for 6 years, you're not getting promoted. The person next to you has a master's, they got promoted, you're like, I should probably get one. In that situation, if the situation's right for you and you kind of find a program that you think it's valuable, you also think you'll be able to relate it to your work, that's a situation unto itself. And at the same time, that's something that I wish our society didn't participate in. I wish just because you had a sheet of paper and you didn't really show what you learned, but people think that you learned stuff, just because that's evident, then you should be better than this other person who might know more than you, might have more work experience, but just because, they have this sheet of paper and paid all this money pretty much, they can, excel farther than you. In society, we have to stop rewarding just this academic urge to keep on going, because I also think that's feeding into, our college costs, our debt, all this stuff. We're just, saying everybody should go to college regardless of what you want to do in your life. When in reality, you can have an amazing, successful life without going on to higher education, without, becoming a doctor, getting all these academic titles. Trust me, you can do a lot more without that, or if your choice to do that, you can also do a ton with that. But what I'm saying is, it doesn't have to be the only route. And I really create this video just to have an honest perspective if you're thinking, should I do this master's program? It's online, it seems really easy, or should I do this, program that I kind of am passionate about this, but I kind of just want to get a master's. Just make sure you realize why you're doing it, what your intentions with it are, and not, like I said, not to do it just to do it. And I really hope this video helped you, because a lot of the times, you don't really know until you attend the classes how it's going to be. I feel like 4-year undergraduate degrees and experiences, it's very easy to know what to expect. Graduate programs, it's all over, and there could be some really good programs and really bad programs. So just know what you're getting into, know why you're doing it, and yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I also hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and like below, and yeah. Also comment below if you guys are actively seeking graduate school doctorate programs, looking for that, and need any advice, and ask it down below, because I kind of went through it all, and I'm definitely excited to share my experiences and everything like that. So enjoy the rest of your day and have a good one.